Hi, this is Jiayu Zhou. Today, I want to introduce a logical data model. This data model is designed for a nonprofit organization that provides shelter and assistance service to homeless individuals. And for homeless individual, this is the central entity in the model. It stores key personal and demographic demographic data about each person who seeks shelter and support, and fields like individual ID, the first name, last name, date of birth, and so on, all help uniquely identify and support eligibility assessments and citizenship states. Defaults to unknown and it's required for government um, program qualification and eligibility end date. Like here, it must not access 180 days after the restriction intake date, enforcing the policy that temporary housing can last no more than 6 months. And for restriction here, this associated entity connects to a homeless individual to a specific shelter and housing units. The intake day and expiration day record the start and end of the housing period. And also the constraints ensure that the expiration date is no more than 180 days after intake. And for here, the coordinated, the 1 to 0, it means like between homeless individual and restriction means one individual can be registered multiple times. And housing unit and shelter here, each housing unit belongs to a shelter. Housing units can either be a bed or family room, indicated by the unit type with constraints restricting values to bed or family room. And capacity must be greater than 0. And each shelter has a required room, the address, the IP, the city, and max capacity. The relationship housing unit shelter, it's many to one, right? Each shelter contains multiple housing units, but every unit must be located in one and only one shelter. And the legal representative and individual representative, the legal representatives can assist multiple individuals, and the relationship is modeled with an associate entity. The individual representative includes assignment date and foreign keys to both homeless individuals and legal representative. And the contact details like form and email are validated with format constraints. And also here, the coordinatedly the 0 on both sides of the link allows for future flexibility. But the assistance program, an individual program here, these tables manage program enrollment. The assistant program stores details like program name and description. The individual program entity records enrollment links with one record per individual program connection. And also here, the coordinately the 0 here means like from homeless individual to individual program enables multiple program support per person. An aggregate enrollment record must point to one valid program. And that's all my explanation to my logical data model. Thank you.